Welcome back to Viscosity North America. Today we have the pleasure of having Craig Shallahamer once again. I remind you that Craig is the founder of OraPub, a training hub powered by Viscosity and specifically designed for Oracle professionals, offering valuable resources, solutions, consulting, and a supportive community. Craig is also an Oracle ACE director and the applied AI scientist at Viscosity. I'm looking forward to diving deeper into the technical aspects of your work on the OraPub AI Oracle Performance Q&A bot. How does the bot leverage artificial intelligence and machine learning techniques to provide accurate and relevant responses?
Oh, yeah, good question. I'm not a UI person, right? I don't have all the skills to do all this stuff. So I would needed to leverage all the existing software and platforms out there that I can. From a coding perspective, it was almost all of it was in Python. In addition to Python, I used a lot of APIs. Okay, I didn't want to have to write it all. If I could API out someplace else, however you want to say that, I would actually do that. So most of the APIs were actually AI machine learning related, but some of them weren't. I did, like full disclosure, there's a little bit of JavaScript, and I needed to do that just to get the whole thing to kind of work together. The other thing, now this is awesome. There's a product, it's owned by Snowflake, and it's called Streamlit. Streamlit basically allows me to work on the AI, and they take care of the UI. And it allows me to really quickly spin up something that just works on the command line to put it out there, like on the internet. It's just beautiful. It works really good. So I love Streamlit. So those are the different pieces. I think the main ones that I actually used, to put it all together.
Now let's shift our focus to discussing the key features and capabilities of this impressive Q&A bot.
The first thing that was a challenge for me was I needed to keep it really simple, but there's this tension between simplicity and then giving the bot enough information so it knows what you really want, what you want. The first thing is, well, what's your situation? And the more specific you can be quantitatively, the better the bot will actually reply. But it can also be as simple as, I just want to learn. And that's your situation, okay? But then you have the question or the request. So the situation could be, I want to learn. And the request is, I want to learn about X. And then the bot will just go. 90% of database time is foreground CPU time. Okay. And the question could be, well, what kind of SQL should I be looking for? All right. So you can see there's the situation, the assessment, and then there's, well, what are we going to do about this? Well, what kind of questions do I need answers for? So, that's all you really have to put in. And then, boom, you actually submit it. But you can also change the format. I gave an option to be more paragraph or more of a bullet point output. And then there's like 3 levels of detail on that. Usually I start with the low level because I'll know pretty quick if the bot even knows what I'm trying to ask. There is so much Oracle performance and internals content on there. And it's because it's not just me. It's because it's all of Viscosity. And you put all that together and give that to the bot, and it learns all that. It understands it. It's just like this huge, like just content out there for people to use, like never before. Sometimes the responses are like so amazing that you're like, what, is that really true? And so I challenge people that if it seems like a strange response, don't dismiss it. Kind of lean into it.
Craig, could you elaborate on some key factors that set this bot apart and make it a game changer in the Oracle performance optimization landscape?
What I wanted to do was, if I was going to make this Oracle focused, then it needs to really be Oracle focused. So that means I don't care about all the other stuff. It's Oracle performance tuning and internal. So that's the focus. That's like the big difference right there. A lot of people don't know this, but there's a ton of content that myself and Viscosity has that nobody actually knows about. It's never actually been published before. Okay, you can't get that on the internet, and the bot knows that stuff. Really, it's the combination of it. It's like performance tuning, performance analysis, Oracle internals, which you don't hear much about that anymore at conferences. So that's really kind of tough to get that information. And then at a higher level, like, well, how do I do this? Like, how do I approach it? It's more strategic and more tactical. So if you put all that together, the Oracle focused just a ton of content, and then you have the tuning analysis and all of that, the strategy and tactics. I don't think there's anything out there.
In what ways
Mhm.
do you see the OraPub Performance Q&A bot benefiting Oracle professionals and businesses that rely on Oracle databases for their operations?
For me, and I think what I'm noticing by looking at what the questions people ask, it's like they're getting ideas. The bot is able, the AI is able to make associations with so much information. It's going to come up with some things that you may have not thought about before, or you just forgot. It's also definitely going to challenge our preconceptions. I mean, it's just going to do that. And that's why I say if you receive a response, you're like, nah, or I don't know about that. Think about that, lead into that, because the bot does make mistakes, but it will also come up with some very novel solutions. Or so it's going to improve skills. I mean, if you just spend a half hour in there typing away, asking questions, you're definitely going to learn some stuff. So, and that's because it contains so many viscosities, people, right? Just content that they've actually created, things that they've talked about, webinars, videos, presentations, blogs. It just goes on and on and on.
I have the last question.
Mm-hmm.
Who can use this AI-driven performance Q&A bot? Is it only for paid OraPub members? And what to do to start using it?
Yeah, what we did was we made it so that so anybody at any OraPub membership level can actually have some fun and learn and get access to the bot. And so all you need to do is just you go to www.orapub.com and you just become a free member if you want to, and then you'll have access to the bot. Now, if you have a paid membership in that tier, you're going to have more. You're going to have obviously more access to that.
Thank you again for your insights and advice for Oracle professionals. Viscosity is a leading consulting and managed services firm specializing in Oracle and cloud technologies. Oracle RAC, Exadata, Apex, Oracle on VMware. Stay tuned with Viscosity for more engaging content.